Getting started with EZTouch Enhanced panels is as easy as 1, 2, 3, and this demonstration will illustrate just how easy and intuitive EZTouch Enhanced software is. The first thing we'll do is select an action, meaning what method do we want to create or edit our program. If you are starting a new project, especially if you do not have a panel connected, choose Edit Program Offline, Write to Panel Later. If you want to retrieve a program that is stored on a panel, choose Read Program from the panel and Edit Offline. If you want to continuously and quickly read and write back and forth to your panel, an exclusive feature of EZTouch panels, choose Edit Program Online. And make sure before attempting to communicate to your panel that you select the appropriate COM or Ethernet port. For this demonstration, we'll select Edit Program Offline. We're now prompted to enter project information. Our project will be stored in this location on our computer or network. If you need to change this location, click Browse. To open an existing project, click the Project Name drop-down menu. Let's select a large project, which will illustrate the Start Editing screen options. We now have two options to select the project screen we will edit, by number or by name. For demonstration purposes, we're going to create a new project, so let's type in Getting Started and hit Enter. In starting a new project, we do not have to worry about choosing a starting screen, as there is only one by default. Now we have options for selecting the panel family and the panel size. Our project is for a 6-inch EZTouch, so we'll leave these options as they are. We can now select our model and the PLC type and protocol the panel will connect to. Once we've made all the necessary choices, we can click OK. Here's the development screen, where we build our project. The software is structured similar to most Windows programs, where the main menu bar resides at the top, followed by icons representing most functions and objects in the software. Below we have the project window, where we can create, open, and rename our screens, view alarms and the alarm database, and choose or preview your screens based on screen thumbnails. The grid represents the panel screen, which is where we will place our objects. We'll now go through the steps of creating an object so we become familiar with common aspects of an object's dialog box. The first thing we'll do is enter a tag name. A tag name is a reference to a PLC's or controller's address string, which is associated with the memory location. For every new tag name entered in a project, we will be prompted to enter the tag's address string. If you are unsure of the address string to use or are just learning the software, simply click OK to bypass it. We can always enter it later. Let's place the button on the screen and stretch it to the desired size. A simple double click on an object will bring up its dialog box if you need to make any changes. We'll move the dialog box out of the way so we can see our changes as we're making them. Let's create a label for this object called Motor and increase the label's character or font size. We can position our label at the top or bottom of the button, change its text and background colors, and the object's overall look or style. Display frames are also an option for all objects, giving a nice, finished 3D look. And depending on the object you are creating, you will have additional options and settings available to you. For objects which are interactive, you can change the look of the object for each state, in this case the on state and the off state. We'll now change the look of the on and off states, and then test the looks by clicking Simulate Press. Now that we've made our style choices, we can click Simulate Press, which simulates what the button will look like when pressed. Most objects also have password protection and visibility options, which you can find using the tabs at the top, and some will have options in addition to these, depending on the object. To password protect an object, first click the box. This will allow us to check the groups of people we want to have access to use this button. We just want a general protection, so let's select General. If you want to have a few specific groups of people have access to an object, select the groups and click Edit Passwords. This window allows us to rename the groups if necessary and choose whether the password will be a predetermined number or a tag name's value. For this demonstration, we'll select a numeric password. If you want control over an object's visibility, check this box under the Visibility tab. Here we can enter a tag name that when the value of the tag is right, it will make the button turn visible or invisible. For example, our motor needs certain pre-flight functions performed before it can turn on. We will make a tag name called pre-flight, so when the value or bit of this tag goes from off to on, the button will appear, allowing the operator to turn on the motor. Again, we'll bypass the address string by just clicking OK. By viewing this demonstration, you should now be able to create complex screens using many different objects. The software's ease of use makes it simple to get up and running quickly with a small learning curve. This concludes the Getting Started demonstration.